When people think of minimalism, the first thing they think of is getting rid of stuff. I'm here to tell you that it goes far beyond that. Today, we're going to talk about how minimalism can change your life beyond stuff. First, it reduces stress and increases clarity. When you remove the physical clutter, something unexpected happens. Your mind clears up too. You're not constantly overstimulated by distractions. You're not making 1,000 micro decisions every day about things you don't even care about. And you start thinking more clearly, making better choices, and focusing on what actually matters to you. It's been scientifically proven that less clutter, both physical and mental, can significantly reduce stress and improve focus, allowing for a more peaceful and intentional life. I used to be the biggest hoarder. Holding on to things was my way of reducing stress because I could distract myself from having anxiety by cleaning and organizing. It kept me from doing things I loved and addressing the real issue for my anxiety. So once I was able to free myself from the bondage of hoarding, I didn't have any excuse not to do things I loved. Two, financial freedom. Minimizing purchases and prioritizing experiences over possessions can lead to financial savings and greater freedom. It's a no-brainer, right? Less stuff equals less money out. Number three, more time and energy. Minimalism gives you more time and energy, not by adding anything, but by taking things away. Think about all the time you spend organizing, shopping, cleaning, maintaining stuff you don't really use. When you remove the non essentials, you get that time back. Suddenly, you're reading more, calling your friends more, getting outdoors, doing things that fill you up, not wear you out. Less time spent cleaning, organizing, and maintaining belongings frees up time and energy to pursue passions, build meaningful relationships, and engage in self care. Number four, intentional living. Minimalism encourages us to focus on what truly matters, right? Leading to more intentional choices in all aspects of our life, from career and relationships to health and daily routines. I love this one because this is where minimalism goes full circle in your life, and it definitely did for me. When I stopped caring about buying things and wasting my time online shopping for random things I thought I needed in order to be fulfilled, I started to focus more on my health journey, spending more time cooking healthy foods, exercising, waking up early to meditate. I no longer got bombarded with thoughts of buying things or filling up every corner of my apartment with stupid knickknacks. It made me feel more in control of my life. And this leads to number five, improved habits. By prioritizing quality over quantity and becoming more intentional, you find yourself developing healthier habits in areas like eating, exercise, personal growth. And personal growth was another thing that I developed. I started to explore mindfulness and meditation, feng shui, Taoism, and stoicism, which I believe go hand in hand with minimalism. I find that they help you move through life with ease and help you handle hard times with clarity and strength. Moving on to number six, greater appreciation for experiences. Minimalism can shift the focus from material possessions to experiences and relationships, fostering a deeper sense of joy and connection. And I really felt this with my last apartment because it was solely my apartment, so I could do anything I wanted with it. I didn't have to compromise with someone else. And that space became very special to me. One, because it was a new chapter with new friends, relationships, so much creative work, babysitting, tons of dogs, and the space really fostered those experiences. And I think it was the first time I truly became a minimalist in all aspects of my life. Before that, I don't think I was as intentional. I think mentally, I still had some aspects of me that still hung on to some stuff like plants. I had over 30 plants that I took with me to North Carolina, but also clinging on to bad habits like eating junk food and sleeping late. Next, increase focus and productivity. A minimalist environment free from distractions can enhance focus and productivity, making it easier for you to achieve goals and pursue passions. And this is so true, like I had mentioned in my last point. When I had less stuff, like less decor, I wasn't distracted by moving things around and obviously buying more stuff to fill up my space. Every little thing I owned had its place. There was no clutter to reduce or clean or organize. So I was able to focus on the task I needed to get done then and there. And because I was more intentional about what I would buy, I didn't waste so much time spending money on other things or online shopping. And the space was so open and free that I felt inspired to do my tasks. And I think for me, that's one of the first things I noticed once I became a full minimalist. And moving on, reduced influence of consumerism. Minimalism teaches you to make decisions based on values, not pressure, right? Especially from consumerism, which we see every time we open our phones and laptops or look in any direction when we step outside. And once you master intentional shopping, and you can check out my video on how to shop as a minimalist, no ad will have any effect on you. Your old self might light up for a second when you see a sale, but your new minimalist self can easily say no. Not only that, when you stop chasing status, trends, or stuff, you start connecting more authentically with yourself and with others. So, another way minimalism changes your life is by helping you build stronger relationships. I'm serious. You stop saying yes to every invite, opportunity, or expectation just because you feel like you should. Instead, you start asking, does this align with the life I want to live? Who do I really want to spend time with? Who lifts me up? What kinds of conversations actually matter? Minimalism strips away the noise so you can hear and nurture the relationships that count. And this one sort of happened without me realizing it until much later. I started to value the little time that I had, and I started to protect the peace that came with it. I don't know, maybe some of it comes with age, but the more at peace and comfortable I felt in my space, the more I started to look at other aspects of my life, like my job and my relationships. And there were many times while I was employed that I could have made a lot more money, but the peace and respect I needed to feel while doing the job was so important to me that I was willing to walk away. And same with my relationships. I felt like some of the people I was hanging out with didn't add any value to my life. And I just thought since we were friends for so long, it was just what I did, sit there and listen to someone bitch about their life. Until I realized I'd rather be alone than waste my precious time doing that. Which leads me to the last one, number 10, inner peace. Minimalism helps you stop chasing more and start appreciating enough. For instance, I may not have my dream apartment, but I couldn't ask for a better space for this chapter in my life. It has bright windows, which isn't always possible in New York City apartments. It's in a quiet area that allows me to film and write in peace, and it's convenient with everything I need within a 10-minute walk or less. Little things like this make you realize happiness doesn't come from the next purchase, promotion, or milestone. It comes from being grounded, present, and aligned with what matters most to you. That's simple. That kind of contentment you just can't buy. And that is all I have for today. I hope that video gave you some insight into how minimalism can transform your life in more ways than one. And comment down below what changes you've seen in your life since you chose minimalism. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on how to live more intentionally. See you guys later.